Hey everyone, I'm Fizzy and this is my kitchen. Let's make something. So today we're going to be making a broccoli and Stilton quiche with caramelized onions and a homemade short crust pastry. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with our pastry. We're going to put our flour and our butter into a bowl. I'm breaking the butter up with a palette knife because you always want to keep your pastry as cold as possible, so you want to touch it as little as possible. Once it's broken up as much as I can with that, I will get my hands in there and break it up some more until it resembles breadcrumbs. Now I'm adding in some of my water and mixing that in with the palette knife. Before adding in some more. And kneading it until I get a nice smooth dough. It may look a little dry at first, but just keep kneading it and eventually it will come together into a dough. If it doesn't, then you need some more water. Once that's done, you're going to want to stick it into the fridge for an hour or two. Now we're going to put it on a nice liberally floured surface and roll it out until it's a few mil thick. Now I'm flouring my tin here, which is a spring-loaded tin, but any sort of loose base tin would work. Then you're going to very carefully press in your pastry till it gets right into those corners, and then trimming off all the excess. Then with a fork or a knife you're going to want to stab it and blind bake it in an oven at 190 degrees for about 15 minutes or until it starts to go golden brown. Now onto the filling. Here I'm cutting up an onion relatively finely. And I'm going to fry it in a pan with a little oil just until it softens and starts to go sweet. Then I'm taking some purple sprouting broccoli. Now you can use normal broccoli or you can use tender stem broccoli, but this is just what I wanted to use. And I'm going to chop that up relatively small, just to make sure it's all roughly the same sort of size. Then I'm taking some White Stilton and cutting that up into small pieces. Now our egg mixture, we're going to want to put our eggs and the cream into a jug and mix it with a fork. You don't want to thicken it, you don't want to whisk it, you just want to combine it. Once that's done, you want to bring back your pastry case. Put in our nice soft onions, our broccoli and our Stilton, and then top that off with our egg mixture. Then you're going to put that back in the oven at 190 degrees for about 20 to 35 minutes or until it's nice and golden brown and crunchy on top. And then it's done.
Here it is. Let's have a go. Ah. Got the tender broccoli in there. Didn't need to cook it. It cooks in the oven with everything. It like steams in its own juices. You got the saltiness of the cheese there. And you got the crunch of the pastry. And those onions are sweet and caramelized. Ah, so good. Have more. So check out my other videos. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.